Hi guys, this is the Major Minecrafter here, and today I'm going to be doing a video on a plane mod. Now, this mod's actually really good mod, I think it's really easy to download as well, and it's really fun to do. Yeah, all it takes really is just an airport, and just some cool planes. Now, what you'll find is that actually you can just have pre-prepared made ones, which will be there you can pick from any 7 of them, and the thing about them is some of them are really bad and others are really good. For example, this Spitfire is really good. It's probably the fastest one on there, and you can shoot and bomb and do bombs on it. But for example, this wooden one here is really bad, and it takes about 10 years to take off, so it's not that good, and you can't even shoot or I think you can shoot, sorry. Let me just check. Yeah, you can shoot. But it's not a very good one. Yeah, basically, that's about it about the planes. Now, I'm just going to show you a quick tour on basically the airport. So, this was made by my friend Callum, whose YouTube channel is the Minecrafting Maniac. And, yeah, basically, he said it took him about 4 hours to do. And he did a really good job on it, I think. As you can see here, this is like what you keep your planes here, and that's sort of like the arrivals and the departures. So that's where you keep them when you haven't got any planes coming out. Yeah, so this is the plane. This is the runway you come in to land. And as you can see, it's quite long, so you've got a good chance of landing. And then the one over there, that's the arrival one. So, no, sorry, the departure. So that's where you take off from. Now, this is a pretty good thing I liked, actually, because that's supposed to replicate barbed wire. I like that. And it's the anti-terrorism weapons. So basically, obviously, just not really real, but to shoot down enemy planes. It's pretty cool. And I just popped some of these around randomly. Just I thought it looked pretty. No, like it looks almost like an army barrack. Now I'm just going to show you in here. This is like the staff check-in and information, and the pilot rooms around there for them to relax. That's sort of like the waiting area there with the bricks. And as you can see, it's like not real, but I mean check-in book and just some like greeting stuff. And as you can see here, this is the pilot's room where he can relax if he wants. If he just come over from a flight. And yeah, I'll just show you upstairs, which is just here. This is a CEO meeting room, basically for people, not obviously again not real, but just to a feature. I think this is quite cool as well. It's basically it's a bit of redstone. When you flick the piston, the lever, sorry, it activates this redstone torch. It doesn't work, it's just for show, to be honest, and it looks pretty good. So that means when the lights are on, then the runway is in use. So basically that would mean when that light's on, then that runway, the far one, would that mean that someone's taking off? Or for example, when this one's on, that will mean that someone's coming in to land. So I think it's pretty good. And yeah, so as you can see here, he's done chests where you can do bullets, anti-aircraft shells, which are, I'll show you how they work. I like those as well. This is a map which you'll want because he's done his right on the edge of the world. So if you'll get lost if you don't have that in your plane. Yeah, as you can see here, this is all the stuff to make a plane. If you want to, but you don't have to if you're on creative mode. So if you can see here, they're all pre-prepared, all 7 of them. So that's pretty good. Okay, once I've shown you that, I will show you how they actually fly. Now, they're pretty good. They can glitch, and I actually turned my sound off the plane because I thought it sounded terrible, and so that's a good thing. Yeah, you can obviously put the sound in, but I don't think it's really that nice to hear. So I'm just going to show you the Spitfire, as it's one of my favourite planes that you can have. Okay, so I'll just put it over here for and then I'll take it off really. Okay, so like that. Then what you do is you right click in the plane, press R, and then what you do is you put coal or charcoal in there, then that activates it, and then you can put, make sure you don't use anti-aircraft because they're not the right bullets, you put in bullet, and then you can, for bombs, unfortunately you can only put in 2, so there you go, you got 2 napalm and 1 large bomb. Now like you can only put 1 large bomb, that's the downside, and I don't think it's very fair that you can only do two bombs, but anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to take off here, and I will, whoa, something just happened there, for some reason. Yeah, that sometimes happens, again, it's a bit glitchy, you know, of how it's actually designed. So, like, sometimes they just pop for no reason, which is a bit weird, but, you know, it's a bit of a weird mod, to be honest. Okay, so I'll just retry it. Hopefully this time it works. So I'm just going to put my coal in. I'm going to put 2 napalm, 1 large bomb, and 64 bullets. Hopefully this time it won't pop. It's pretty rubbish when it does. So I'm just going to take off straight away, to be honest. Can't really be bothered to wait around. Okay, so you can either do this mode, or if you don't like it, do F5. Change the other one. That, I think that's a pretty rubbish one, to be honest. Then press it again to change back. Okay, now to gain height you want to press space, and as you can see from here, when I press space the rudders at the back lift up. Okay, and then to go down press shift and you'll start to come down. To bank right you want to do D, so then you'll start to turn around right. Don't worry if it takes really long, because that's just for some reason it just does. And obviously for the opposite way you do A. To go forward you want to press W, and then just keep pressing space if you want to go up, and then shift to go down. Okay, so I'm just going to try and find a SMP village to blow up, and hopefully we'll be able to find one so I can show you how the bombs work, and etc. Okay, so I think there's one near here. I'm just going to fly over it. Just need to go over here a bit more. There we are. Okay, so now on track, and we should be approaching it pretty soon. Okay, so for the controls to blow up, you want to do C, which does the bombs. So as I do C, which is now, drops a napalm right on the house. There you go. That was a really good explosion, actually, right on target. Now, unfortunately, you only get 2, which is pretty rubbish, but I don't know, for some reason they only designed 2 to fit in. Yeah, and then what you want to do is control, is to shoot. You see out the little things on the wings, they're the actual machine guns, and it shoots out little squares. Pretty crappy, to be honest, but if you're in a dogfight with someone, it's pretty good. Okay, so I'll just fly back over the village and use my other bomb. Okay, so as I'm flying over, just press C. There you go, we got a bomb. Nice, dropped on that house, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm just going to fly back over. Now, what you want to do is, if you're lost, just use your map, because that will show you where. Now, I'm just going to come in. Now, the landings are generally a bit glitched up, so if you land a bit weird, don't worry about it, because the landings are a bit dodgy. Oh, this is going to be quite bad, but oh well. Oh god, bring it back. I'll just do another landing, so it's not shameful. Okay. Oh, good. It's really, I find it quite hard to land, because it's just a bit, it's impractical to actually do. Yeah, it is quite hard actually, but you know, at the end of the day you can just do another one if you can just pick another one up. So there we are. I'm just gonna, that's a bit better, to be honest. Cut the engines out. There we are, we've landed. Now that's probably, see, look what I mean, see, look how glitchy that is. It's like nose dived into the front. Yeah, okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for subscribing, and if you could like, subscribe and comment, I'd appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.